All right, in this video, I'm going to show you the small portion of the plans that I've been able to see. And this is, let me see here. These pictures are a little big. Okay, all right. This is the first picture. This is what a view from the south end of the building is going to look like. Now it's not exact. The dimensions are not exact. Obviously the beach this is a draftsman or an architectural rendering based on a verbal conversation that Christopher Gay had with his architect. So this is not going to be exact, and the proportions are not exact. So the boardwalk is going to be down here by the water, and you can see here where I told you the boardwalk was going to flare out so that pedestrian traffic can, there's plenty of room to maneuver here. This is going to, Christopher said this is going to be 6 to 8 feet, but again, it'll be down here closer to the water. So, and I don't think he has his final plans yet, so there may be something in there the architect has to do according to code. It may need to be 6 feet, or it may have to be 8 feet. I'm not sure. I'm not familiar with those parts of the code and marine construction, but for the basic idea, this pier here is where the charter and commercial boats are gonna house themselves. This elevation shows that I said 80% windows here. This is not exactly 80%, but that's what we were going on during our conversation, which is why I said it. And again, this is an architectural rendering that was based on a verbal conversation with the leader of the marina group. And here you can see the restaurant roll-up doors. These are all roll-up doors, so this will all be open. And this is the retail portion. Now, the building on the north side, I told you that was going to be offices. There's also going to be a small food prep section in there that will aid the kitchen, which is going to be upstairs here. And you can see that the kitchen is not going to be open to the back here, but it will be open to the dining room. More than likely will be a glass wall or windows, window frames in the current wall, or something along those lines. And you can see the awnings here that are going to go over the windows and over the porch here on the west end. And so this is going to be prime space come sunset every day in the spring and summer. And looks like there's going to be a lot of light coming through here, and just really, we're really looking at some major improvements. The previous marina leaseholder was not concerned about any of this, but Christopher Gay's group is making a play to make a profit and create an upscale experience with this marina. And I think it's going to benefit us all. Let's move down and see what we can see here. Okay, I think this is the same picture. It is. This tower is a no-go. He did tell me that since this has been done, they have figured out the engineering was going to be too expensive to add this, so the tower will not exist. So let's go to, let's see what else I have over here. Okay, Chris has sent me a preliminary drawing showing the layout of what the two buildings are going to be. And I know that much of this has changed. Much of it for sure. let me see how we're oriented here. I'm going to pause you just a minute. I'll be right back. Okay, I have myself oriented a little better now. And I've got these things on here. There we go. We'll get this down. Okay, so this is the east part of the building. The condominium property is over here to the right. I hope you can see that. And this is the breezeway is coming from this direction and walking out to the bay on the left. So this is the west end. This is the east end that borders the building. This is the retaining wall that's existing. And these are preliminary structural drawings, actually. So they're not correct. There have been several changes made. Okay, this is the retail building that I showed you in the previous pictures. This is all going to be retail space, and this is going to be where the hosting and the check-ins are for guests of charters or whatever it is that's going on here. And here's the retail space. Here are the windows that you can see, these dark lines right here. Those are the windows, and they have this marked as the mechanical room. And this space is where the laundry is currently. Okay, currently this is the laundry. They want to move the laundry up here into the condo building in the breezeway or adjacent to the breezeway, and make this a mechanical room. And then this is going to be the bathrooms. Okay, the last thing that Christopher told us was the shower stalls will be on the north wall, and there'll be 3 of them, and we'll have access to those. And they're along the eastern wall here will be the 7 or 8 toilet stalls. The rest of this will all be open, and this north wall in this portion of the building will be louvered, and this wall will also be louvered for air exchange. And he said he might change his mind. He might put HVAC in here, or he may put fans in here and leave it louvered. He doesn't know yet. I think he's gonna talk with somebody who knows a little bit more about how this is going to function before he makes a final decision. And these areas here will be office space. You know, if you're familiar with the fishing guides that used to be here, they're all a part of Chasing the Sun television show. And I think there's 6 or 7 of them. Matt Smith, who is an owner here, belongs to that group. And those guys are going to have an office here. They're going to be cubicles set up in this area. And again, this is from the last time I talked to Christopher. Last time Matt and I talked to Christopher, there'll be cubicles here that any of the charter people out here can rent, or anybody off the street for that matter. You know, for a fee for a day to have an office space to work. And there's also going to be a conference room in this place that anybody can rent and have their meetings here in this building on the bay. And I think it's a really cool idea. This is going to be the prep kitchen that I mentioned previously. This will be support for the kitchen upstairs, and this is how it's all gonna kind of lay out, and what we expect to see. It's not gonna, it won't be exact because these are preliminary plans, but in some form or fashion, that is what's going on with the construction of the marina, or what is about to go on. So I wanted everybody to see that. It's important that you get this information, and I am disappointed, is a nice way to say it, in the fact that the board president not only thinks it's not important to the other board members, but thinks it's not important enough for the owners to know about. The board president works for you. Let there be no mistake about it. The board president works for you. And if he's not working in your interest, he's working against you and looking for an edge for himself. Believe me, this goes on all the time. I've talked to many, many people who have dealings with HOAs around this area, and it's a common problem. The board presidents want to be king, and they're going to do it the way they want to do it, come hell or high water, no matter what the Florida statutes say. And frankly, I'm tired of seeing everybody being run over. And you should be tired of it too. This is a great opportunity for you to increase your real estate value exponentially. I'm not going to make a guess as to how much. I've got an idea of how much I think this is going to increase the property value for each unit, but I'm not going to say it. You can figure it out. You're an owner. You have the right to ask questions. You have a right to have a say-so, and it's time that everybody stood up and take some responsibility for their property. I mean, we've got a great opportunity here, but we can't do it without you. Just a handful of people cannot do it. So please get involved, and we'll see you in the next one.